Alright, so welcome back to the channel, and today's video is going to be all about this 1993 Mazda Miata. Alright, so the Mazda Miata. Everybody always says Miata is always the answer. Well, I'm going to drive this thing today and I'm going to see if I think it's always the answer. Now, this Miata is not your typical Miata. It is a 1993 Miata, but it is kind of highly modified. And you guys could see it's extremely low. So it's lowered on tying coilovers. It's got these work wheels, which are badass. I love the CRO ones. It's got this fastback CCP hardtop that looks stunning. I love how it looks, way but more than the OEM hardtop. But most of all, a Jackson Racing Supercharger. So the 1994s got the 1.8. This is the last year of the 1.6. It has only 75,000 miles, and as you can see, it is in very, very nice shape. The car looks stunning. I mean, it turns heads everywhere it goes. You guys could see with all the other cars, this bright red just completely stands out. Now, looking inside, it's got these door cards with some stars on them, you know, the vinyl. I do have the stock ones over there. Besides that, I mean, inside is mostly stock, besides the head unit. You know, it's got the stock steering wheel. Everything inside is stock. But let's go on the road and see how it drives, because that's what everybody raves on the Miatas is, you know, they drive awesome. Miata is always the answer, so let's see if it is the answer. All right, so we are in the Miata. We are on the road. It has been forever since I've driven an NA Miata. I've actually had a lot of MBs recently just because you could get them cheap, and the NAs are kind of been going up in value. So first impressions, the car drives actually really good with a supercharger. The power band is there. You know, for the little throttle that I just applied, it actually went, you know, 1.6s are generally slow as shit. But this thing's actually got pickup, and it's got more pickup than a 1.8 does. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's a lot of wind noise in here. There's a lot of creaking and everything. So, as nice as these hardtops look, the CCP hardtops, the fit and finish is really bad on it. You know, from what I read, most from the factory are really wavy. The fiberglass is not that nice. This one actually looks very nice. I don't know if somebody filled it and made it look perfect. I'm pretty sure they did, because there's not too many waves or anything. But it doesn't come with moldings from CCP. This is a race car hardtop. So it doesn't have that OEM hardtop feel that I've driven other Miatas with. But this one does have moldings added from the OEM, you know, Mazda moldings, but they don't fit that well because the hardtop's not the same design. So there are some air gaps, there's creaks and rattles. You know, it gets bolted directly with the brackets. It doesn't have the release latches or anything like that. So for daily drivability, this hardtop is, you know, it looks badass, but it's not the best hardtop. I'm sure if I parked it in some pouring rain, it'd probably leak a little bit from where you see the holes. But style-wise, you know, I think this looks amazing. I mean, the car drives good. I'm very pleased with how it drives. This is me saying that with this car being an inch off the ground. I mean, this thing is very low, and usually low cars just drive like absolute shit. Yeah, this thing goes. It's like a go-kart. I mean, it drives really well, and it's not, like I said, it's not blisteringly fast, but you know, it is very nimble. It goes where you want it to go, but I could not live with this rattling. So for any of you guys that are interested in purchasing this fastback hardtop, you know, new, they look great. Functionality wise, they're not the best. So, you know, a lot of guys right now know with Miatas, these hardtops, especially the OEM ones, are going about $2,000 used, and there's a reason for that. These aftermarket tops, well, look cool, because this top is more than $2,000 new. That's without moldings, unpainted, and everything. But the fit and finish, like I said, you could hear the thing rattle, and it's just lacking. And I say this with a lot of cars, you know, they drive well, but they need a little bit more power. Like I did the FJ Cruiser TRD Supercharged review. But with the Miata, it's known, you know, they need more power. And this gets it into a pretty nice, you know, pretty nice power level. Now, is the Miata the answer? This one, I don't think so. Not, you know, not because of driving wise, but all the other stuff. Can Miatas be the answer? Yeah, they're good. They're really good track cars. They're really nimble. You drive them really hard. They hold up. And the best thing is, parts are super easy to replace and super cheap. So I would definitely suggest it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll try to make more videos.